Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the November 21st, 2013 Mosquito Control District meeting. Would you all join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I'd like to take just a quick moment and thank all of our veterans in town and their family members for all the hard work and efforts this past Veterans Day. A number of our vets do live here in town, and I can't thank you enough for your service and diligence. This evening's agenda will start out with roll call. Vice Chair John Lasher.
Here.
Chairman's present, and let the record show that Mr. Tate will be absent for this evening's meeting. Moving along to public input, seeing that there is no public currently in the audience, I'd like to table public input until later in this meeting, should someone decide they would like to join us.
No objections yet?
No objections?
No.
Great. Announcements. It's fairly safe to assume now that our mosquito season has come to a good ending with no reported human cases in our community. We did, however, sustain a couple of positive testings this year, but when we look at the adjacent communities and our surrounding counties, we survived quite well. One of the things I plan to work with the board on is running the averages and the numbers to see from our history how we fared over the years with respect to our immediate adjacent communities. So that's the good news. We will continue to support public activities throughout the winter months and the early autumn here as we move forward in looking at a more proactive engagement with our community members for the 2014 mosquito season. Is there any additional announcements, John, that you would care to pass with us?
No, I'm all set, thank you.
Great. It is that time of year again. If you haven't noticed, the Board of Selectmen engaged with the budget discussions as well as our budget committee. I can't urge the public enough to attend the budget committee meetings and voice your concerns about our ever-growing budgets. Voice your concerns about the lack of budgets. But the common message here is voice your concerns. Get out, get proactive. It's only once a year that we have an opportunity to speak to our budgets, and that we have an opportunity as a community to direct our budgets. Remember, it's the voting polls that decide what gets allocated and how it's spent. And I'll get off my soapbox on that. Where that was leading, though, however, is with budget season comes the annual town report.
Right.
And for us, what that translates to, John, is, as you know, we need to get a draft going of what we want to present.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm expecting a communication from the Board of Selectmen's office any time now that will be requesting the departments and committees' inputs for that activity. So what I'd like to do now is just basically inform you and Dave to provide me with your thoughts and drafts that we can start to sculpt something out so that our December meeting, we can then
Finalize it.
and be prepared for submission.
Okay.
Any thoughts, John, on the annual report topic?
Nope, I think you covered everything. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Discussions regarding the December and January meeting. This is something I put in, John, to basically discuss with the board and the district members here. I would like to propose the December meeting be designated a working session
Okay.
so that we can focus on the annual report and not get sidebarred with other activities.
Okay, do you have a specific date in mind, or do you want to just stick to the Thursday, or?
Well, our published schedule has us meeting December 19th, Thursday, December 19th.
Right.
Without having spoke to you and Dave regarding your personal vacations,
Right.
work schedules and things like that, given that this has been published for almost a year,
Yeah,
I didn't want to arbitrarily change that.
okay.
So I'm personally good with the 19th.
19th.
If you're good
Yeah,
with the
I'm also
19th,
with
then
that,
we'll leave it.
Okay.
At the 19th, we'll designate, I'd like to make a motion to designate the December 19th meeting as a working session with the primary objective of completing the town annual report.
Second?
Any discussion to the motion?
No.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Abstained? Ayes have it. The December 19th meeting will be a working session. Donna, if you would let the office know, please.
Yep.
Thank you. As well, Russ, as a working session, I'll leave it to you and the cable committee to determine whether you want to cover that or not. It will not be a public, it is a public working session, but it isn't going to be an official quote-unquote meeting. And I'm not sure what the guidance is on that.
If you would like to have it recorded and covered, we'd be happy to record and cover it for you.
Great, then I would, yes, I would like to have it recorded. There'll be a lot of discussion on the good things that the district and the town has done for the citizens, as well as highlighting a lot of the statistics.
We'll be here for you.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So December's a working session, and I would also, following through with item 7 on the agenda, I would like to propose that we postpone the January meeting, and once we close December, our first meeting will be in February.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to postpone the January 2014 meeting of the Mosquito Control District. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, ayes have it. Let the record show that there will be no meeting of the Mosquito Control District in January 2014 unless emergency session is called. And I can't imagine,
Yeah.
but
You never-
we're here for you.
Right.
Great. Member, excuse me, members update? Do you have anything, John, you'd like to add to bring us up to speed on some of the activities you've been engaged in, perhaps?
No, I'm pretty much all set right now.
Okay, I will take this opportunity to update the district members as well as the community. Approximately it was after about 6 weeks ago. A citizen was watching our retape and offered to provide me personally with a laptop in direct support for the district. The citizen basically had been following the discussions and was not convinced that the current rulings were adequate for all members of the committees and departments, and gave me a laptop. They basically stated that they gave it to me instead of to the district so that the town would not be able to take control of the unit as a donation to the town.
Okay.
I informed them that it would be my intention to utilize it solely for committee use and make it available to committee members as if we were back the way we originally started with a laptop asset. So I have two things as a member's update. First, I would like to thank them, as the utility and the tool will be greatly utilized, especially now with the town reports and the things of that sort. Additionally, I would like to make a motion to amend the October 17th minutes, paragraph 2, sentence 3. And I quote, "In the current draft minutes, a citizen of the town actually donated a laptop computer to the Mosquito Control District." That should be amended to, "A citizen of the town donated a computer to Alfred Rocchio to support the Mosquito Control District." And that is accurate, I don't believe that needs a motion. That is a correction to a statement. So with that out of the way, we have currently purchased a new hard drive for the unit. The old hard
Okay.
drive was somewhat a
Little
little
tired.
corrupted.
A little tired, yeah.
Yeah, and we're currently in the process of putting software on,
Great.
which I am paying for, not the town. So again, we will keep that straight and narrow and make sure that we're compliant with all rules and regulations regarding donations to the town proper. We have second subject on updates. We have received some of our statistical data from Municipal Pest.
Mhm.
The numbers are going to be very surprising as we roll out the statistics for the year. Performance of our program, as well as our town departments. Thank you, Kevin.
Kevin Lynch, yeah.
As well as the school district, from the superintendent all the way down to the individuals who helped us through the barrier spraying activities and the cleanup activities, especially the cleanup activities.
Right.
John, your findings, and then the reaction that the board had from your findings shows again that our community and our town infrastructure puts our children, our schools, and our citizens first and foremost. And that concludes my members' updates.
Yeah, I'd like to thank publicly Mr. Kevin Lynch for his work, too. Working with the school district, working with Matt over there at Campbell High School, and it was really good work, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Excellent. Nicely said, John. We've covered a portion of item 9, approval of meeting minutes. On that agenda topic specific, I would like to table approval of the minutes. Wow, wait a minute. We have an RSA deadline, don't we, on public minutes? We can't table to December because we declared December a working session and not a public meeting.
Right, so it'd have to extend to February or whatever.
Right, and
Okay.
that's, I'm not sure of, Donna, what
I'm
the,
not either.
okay. How about this? We have a proper vote on the amendment to the minutes. I have no qualms about presenting draft minutes for public consumption, as they are clearly labeled draft. And what I would ask you to do, please, is get a clarification from the office tomorrow, just to see about the compliance.
Okay.
And if need be, we will call a special meeting,
To approve.
just simply
If we
to
have to.
approve the minutes and become compliant with the regulations. But for now, I'll leave it with, the amendment to the minutes have been approved. The draft minutes, you could make them available upon request. And then I will table the approval of the minute meetings for October 2013 till the February 2014 meeting.
Second? Yeah, do I have to?
Yep.
Okay, second.
I don't think we,
Do you need a second
I don't
on
think we
that?
need a vote on that. I
Right.
think that's just
You don't need a vote?
an action that we're going to
Okay,
do. And the reason for this,
It's a new
by the
one, so
way,
I-
is
I didn't know what.
I was absent last meeting. Mr. Tate is absent today. And I would be abstaining from voting on the minutes, which would not leave a proper quorum to
Right.
the minutes. Till February 2000. Check. 2014. Any other discussions, John, on minutes?
Nope, all set.
Great. That brings us down to any other business. Our March elections are coming up. I have not looked forward to the March meeting, but either just after the elections, if our meeting falls after the election proper, there'll be an item on there for our vote
Voting.
for chairman, or it will be the April, depending on,
gonna be one or the
yeah,
other,
yeah,
right?
depending on where it falls.
Right.
So we have that looking forward as well. I think second topic and other business. This past year demonstrated between the Cable Committee and the Mosquito Control District and the health officer that we had a very powerful communications mechanism to inform the public and keep a level of awareness without inciting panic or undue stress and worry
Right.
over for our children
Right.
and where these conditions focused on. Through the late fall and early winter months, I would propose, whatever the elections bring out,
Yeah.
that we continue to work on materials earlier rather than later.
Right.
And in direct support of the cable committee, work with the cable committee and their schedules so that we can stack up presentation materials,
And then just,
stack up table talk, if you will.
and then we can just let it go.
And then
Right.
as the
a
season
story.
develops, we're then in a proactive mode instead of reactive.
Right, we just say put it
And we
on.
modify our presentations and we modify our table talks to cover specific or unique current events. And our next meeting with John and Dave present, we should talk through some of that, invite Russ and some of his members, and Kevin as well, and try and get a proactive series of events that works with everybody's schedules,
Right.
as opposed to trying to get the reactionary stuff. And that, John, it starts out from where you had originally brought up the idea late last year. I'm sorry, it would have been 2012 actually, of engaging various films and
Right.
engaging various activities.
Right.
I think that served the community well this year, and I think it's something we should continue to follow up on.
Yeah.
Any thoughts or any other business, John, you'd like to bring up?
No, I'd just like to, once again, thank the Cable Committee for all they've done for us over the years, especially this year with the added content that we gave them, and they put it on the air immediately, and no problems at all, and Russ Blanchett has been excellent at doing that. I'd like to thank him and Dick Pentheny as well. So thank you very much.
Absolutely. Before we move on, we have a special guest with us tonight who has joined us and taking a few notes on technical operations of the meeting, as well as listening to a couple of us sit here and articulate some of the drawings. Thank you and welcome tonight. I hope we didn't bore you too much. I think that about wraps it for me, John.
Right.
Do you have anything else? Donna?
No.
Russ?
Nope.
Wow. I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Let the record show the meeting closed at 25 past the hour. Ladies and gentlemen, a happy and safe holiday season. John, myself, Dave Tate, we're available to you at any time. Simple email, through the website, right here, anytime, any place. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, and good night.